Welcome back to the show, guys. If you are just joining us, you are watching Relationships Wednesday on KTN Life and Style. And I am here with Jamal and Honorable Mwanzo. And we are talking about the things you need to do or know before you get into marriage. And we were talking about preparation for in-laws, because there are some things some in-laws can show you. They can show you fire in your marriage. And you need to be ready and prepared for that. So we had a scenario. Yes, our scenario was a simple one. In-laws coming into the house. So you have two people that are married, and then the sibling of one is visiting. But they don't see the need to inform the wife now.
Make this as an example.
Yes, it's just an example.
You're the sister.
Okay.
She's the wife.
Yes.
Are you allowed to come to my house anytime?
Without saying
telling
anything?
Her? Yeah.
I think I should notify her.
As the wife, I say you have to tell me 2 weeks before you
but
come.
You're my sister.
But now I'll be like, excuse me, Jamal is my brother. Why should I not be able to come to his house?
Yeah.
Has he stopped being my brother now that he's married?
Mheshimiwa, that's the when you're successful.
Yeah, when you are successful, it's even big trouble.
Because now they feel entitled and they feel like you own this world, you own the parade, you know. So if it's your name and I have your last name as well, so I'm entitled to walk into your house whenever. Honestly, I don't know. How
do you go about dealing with these situations where an in-law is overstepping into a marriage?
First of all, Kamau, you are there at that moment when they come visit. There's that awkwardness, kidogo, but as a man, una try to work a bit straight. But I wouldn't want them to come when I'm not around. Because kutakuwa na awkwardness, something can pop up.
Yeah.
I don't know what Mheshimiwa should take.
Yes, first and foremost is where I began. As much as possible, try to have your own homestead, your home. Because if you are in the family home, then they can visit as they please. If you have your own place, first of all, today people are very busy. You're working, she's working, you have a program, you have a budget.
Yeah.
So, of course, when people streaming, it means it affects the budget, and it can be a big source of fights. Because, you know, if it is my sister, I've always been with her since childhood.
Yeah.
We have a history.
Yes.
And now I'm married, I have a wife who is also part of us now. So the sister is also part of the family. But again, there must be respect, and it's always good to notify and find out, are you guys around? Are you in for this? Are you in for that? Do we have a joint family Christmas or something like that? Something you plan early. So if you don't want to avoid quarrels, you plan early. But the relatives who do this sort of thing, most probably you come without notice. You will find I'm not around, and you find my wife, and then she has a program. She may have visitors that day. Maybe her chama is visiting.
Yeah.
And now we have a visitor who has joined the chama.
Yeah.
but I think it's, as a man, you're the one to make things straight.
Yes, yes.
Oh, you're the one to have the conversation.
Like on my side, I just find my sisters, my aunt, my mother, wanamekuja, even Miss Jejua. They've already talked to the wife. There's that chemistry, and I liked it.
Yeah.
It's not like when I see my friends' places, kuna hiyo quarrel, wanamekuja. But me at my house, I told them like this. This is my wife, these are my sisters. You guys want to fight? You can fight till you kill each other. I won't step into sides.
Because you're both family.
You're both family. So when you live to that, if it's your moment, you know, they'll become now, the bond is tight. Because you've shown no side. I'm not taking no side. You're my sister, you're my mother, you're my wife.
You know, I wanted to know, this thing of in-laws, there's a lot of in-laws who are not normally compatible with the in-law family.
Yeah.
So maybe, again, we're in that unionship, and then my mother doesn't like you. So in that case, what do I do?
Or a lot of times it is your mother-in-law may never like you.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So that's why dating is important. And in African setups, the two families come together so that the two families, you see, I am a son in my father-in-law's house. I'm a son there. My wife is a daughter in my mother's home. And that, when you bring family like that, is easier. But most important is communication. And it should never get to a level whereby now you are rubbing each other in the wrong way.
Yeah.
You should never allow it to get into that, where there are fights, where there are threats, or where there is competition between my wife and my mother.
Yes.
And a lot of times, daughters-in-law are never really accepted, especially if there is attitude, or especially even you know, some mothers don't allow you to marry from that family. I have never liked that girl from the day one.
Yeah.
And then now here we are going for a wedding. So people pretend on the wedding day, okay, I welcome my daughter-in-law, but the next day you don't want to talk to her.
Yeah.
When there are issues, you side with your son.
Yeah.
She's now one of you. She's your daughter too.
Yes.
But also for the young ones, you must really understand that home, and you must respect that mother-in-law. When there is respect to her, then you are likely to have less problem. And when you have to do something for her, do.
And I think when you show respect to your mother-in-law,
Yeah.
hakutakuwa na hizo vita. But when you come with the head, oh, I'm in your end of the day, I'm the wife. You'll fight. You're gonna fight.
Yeah.
Just when you come in that house, just show her that I respect you, the mother of this, you're the queen. I'm down. That's all. Everything.
And you're
is
the one who
okay.
has been
Okay,
here.
yeah. So, you know, this is Keeping It Real, and we answer relationship questions from the public. So there is somebody who asked, can you reunite after a 6-year breakup, and you've never communicated in those 6 years?
You reunite with your ex.
Can you reunite after a 6-year breakup, and you've never communicated within those 6 years?
Well, there are two issues there. You could have just been dated and you break for 6 years. Maybe one has traveled abroad, or you just... well, it's possible. Or it was a marriage which broke, and everybody went their way. Maybe they found themselves, and now they're back. One thing I will advise is let there be medical checkups. If none of you is bringing a disease to the other, that's a beginning point. And then you can build friendship again. Relationships are built, and they are worked on every day. They are work.
And
And they are sacrifice. You must make a sacrifice. You must not be selfish in one way. So people can still reunite, but if you have found yourselves, and secondly, you must communicate what has been happening to you for 6 years. Maybe you just went to look, it's a man who just went to look for money, and now he has found it. It's a lady who went to school, or she tried several other relationships, they didn't work. He tried several other relationships. There must be full disclosure. How many children so do you have out there? Because a man can come back and he has 6 other families.
True. Each family for each year.
You know that he was away.
Yes, he was away, you are away, but I believe... So you can still reunite, but there must be a lot of communication as to what has been happening, and none of you should bring diseases to each other, because some people can now unite to destroy you.
Right.
Oh, that's actually true.
Yeah, some people now, because I've messed up my life, okay, let me mess her too. And then...
Yes. I think if there was no communication, that's a no. If they,
within the 6 years?
The 6 years. If there was no communication, that's a no. We don't go back. Yeah, if there was communication, we were talking once, even if...
It's just here and there.
Yeah, and there.
Yeah, because you don't know that person is. You
I don't know what they were up to.
The new person.
I don't know what they were up to. Even labda hata waliingia kwenye marriage hata mara mbili huko wakaolewa na wakazaa tena, unajuaje?
And if you've not been talking to me in those 6 years, nini nimefanya?
What were you doing?
Decide it's true.
And then you decide to come back.
Also, where is this idea of reuniting coming from?
So whoever asked that question, I think you got your answer. I have another one from Edith here. This is a very difficult one. So she first says, thank you for the show. Thank you, Edith. She says, I need advice. So she met this guy in 2010, and they were staying together the next year in 2011. They were students at the time. Then in 2012, they got a baby. So then they decided to talk to their parents, do proper introduction and everything. But now there was a problem. They were from the same clan, and that they couldn't get married. So they had to part.
Wait, I had baby before clan.
Yes.
Already?
Whoa.
So they had this child together, did introduction, and then discovered they were from the same clan, so they couldn't get married.
From the same family, maybe.
Yes. So now the family, obviously, like, they made that decision. But now they decided to secretly stay together. Because they did a separation, and they're like, no. So she says they lived happily together, everything was fine. She's like, he's my husband. But now, this man, Jesus, he started, she discovered that he was having an affair with their current house girl. So she demanded for it to be over. But then she says one day he asked her whether he could be spending some time with her, the house girl, and some time with him, so they could share and he could take her on as another wife. This lady was not okay with this agreement, and she said she went to work one day after they had the disagreement and found the house empty. Next morning going to work expecting to find him there. She found that the shop was moved at night, and now she's living this life with his children and wondering what she should do.
What she should do?
Yes.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a tough one, but first and foremost, I want a lot of young people to know, you know, cohabiting, as much as there are many new marriage laws, you know, Parliament has now passed a law whereby if you have a Christian marriage, you know it as a statute, or if you have a statutory marriage where you go to the Attorney General's office,
Right.
you know that's a commitment at that level, you have that law. But now if you have a customary marriage, it is potentially polygamous.
Yes.
Now this is come we stay.
Yeah.
So there is no blessing from parents, you have some children. Of course, after 7 years, there is presumption
But the
of
president
marriage.
has said if you stay with somebody's kid for 6 months,
I'm coming to that, that's what I'm saying. There is what you call now presumption of marriage.
Right.
Now, when you are presumed to be married, it means people know you as husband and wife. But in this case, while they are still known as husband and wife, he has taken on another wife, and for that matter, the house help. And now they have even moved business and moved home.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether she was left with her children. So she needs to see a marriage lawyer because she's got some certain rights there, her efforts in those years, what she looked for. And most probably she'll rightfully sue this man, who apparently is a relative. And you know that thing of relatives as a sense. You know when you marry and you are relatives, there are genetical issues.
Yes.
Serious genetical issues, blindness, disability,
Yes, that your children will
Down
syndrome.
syndrome.
So you are not supposed to marry a person from your clan?
Or your relative.
Relative.
Your relative, it should not happen. It's like incest in the family. That's why one doesn't marry their sister. It's really a genetical thing and should be encouraged. But now that they disappeared from the parents, they didn't follow advice. But there was already a child anyway.
Yeah.
So I believe she needs to see a marriage lawyer and she needs to sue and then move on with life, because a time comes when you must move on.
You must move on. Because it feels like that's the only choice she has at the end of the day. I mean, the daughter's already vacated the house.
And that's why.
And the shop.
And that's why.
There are some people who come back after 6 years
when you
now.
don't have blessings, that's why when you don't have blessings, such a thing happens.
Big deal.
Yeah,
No, it's
again.
true.
See, end of the day, you need those blessings from your parents. Kama mzee amekataa, mama amekataa, just leave it.
Yeah.
Don't force it. Tutawana hivyo hivyo. That's what happened later. But we say sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did all the best.
There's hope. There's hope.
There's hope.
She'll recover from this. She'll pick up her pieces. She will recover through a lawyer what she can recover, what is her effort for those. And then she moves on and brings up her children and takes challenge. Mistakes can be made. And we wish her children the best. Hopefully that the genetical thing has not set in.
Doesn't come in. Well, Edith, all the best to you here at KTN Life and Style, and we hope that you'll be okay. And you've heard, if you can, seek help from a marriage lawyer who can help you out. Now, Jamal, before we go, I want you to tell our viewers about your shows, where they can find you on social media.
First of all, before even I tell them about the show, I've been nominated for the best TV personality of the year in Africa, and the awards are going to be in America.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Frima Awards.
Frima Awards, congratulations.
23rd October. Thank you.
Oh, congratulations.
So you guys need to vote for me.
We need to vote for you.
Okay.
What's the process of voting?
That's the you go to my Instagram. That's Jamal Gaddafi Official. It's verified. There's a link on my bio. You click on the link. Scroll down to the last category. That's Radio TV Personality of the Year. Then vote for Jamal Gaddafi Kenya.
Nice.
I'm representing Kenya.
You're going to win.
Team Kenya.
You're going to win.
I'm so excited.
Kenya's a winner.
Yes.
Yeah,
Can
for
you
sure.
please vote
So you guys
All
vote for me.
the best.
Vote for me.
We'll do that.
And my show is Mzuka Bomba on KTN Burudani TV every Saturday from 10 to 1 p.m. and Jarida at 7:30 on Tuesday. Tuesday 7:30 Jarida. And also Maisha Mzuka. So Maisha Mzuka, Mzuka Bomba and Jarida all on KTN Burudani TV. That's how you're gonna find me. Social media: Jamal Gaddafi, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much. And again, maybe Honorable.
Yes, first of all, I really want to thank KTN, you know, for the wonderful young people who are working with them. And we want to encourage as many companies as possible to embrace young people. Young people have a lot of talent in them. And this is the future of Kenya. So young people also take up the challenge and do something for your country.
Yes.
Not what the country will do for you, but what you do for your country. A lot of young Kenyans are coming back from abroad, like the late Ken Okoth. When he came back from America, I asked him, why have you come back? And you are doing very well in America. And he said, I realized I was building another country. I built it so much, worked hard, and I realized, let me go back home and build my country.
Yeah.
So let's, the young people out there in the world, and because I know KTN goes everywhere, come back home, start companies here. Kenya is wonderful. With a handshake, we are doing very well. And the government has provided a very good climate for investment.
Yes.
And let's have, use your talents here, like the way you guys are using it here. And you're wonderful, and you're doing well, and I wish you well.
Yes.
Thank
in
you
your marriages too.
Thank you.
Amen.
A huge thank you to Honorable Daniel Maanzo and to Jamal Gaddafi for joining us on the show today. Now, I want to read what some of you have been telling us on social media. And very important, shout out to Makweli, because we were here with your MP and he has been fantastic on the show and we really appreciate it. Now, I have Dan Wafula here. We were having a conversation about what it is you need to do and prepare before you say the words, I do. And Dan Wafula thinks proper dating, I think, should be considered 2 years the least. So for you to even start contemplating the idea of getting married, Dan believes you should take 2 years. Daniel, we have a lot of Dans talking today. Daniel said, I believe getting that other half of you should be based on special connections God gave to us and is towards that other human being. Okay, Daniel, this is preaching going on today. We have Princess Precious who said, see our evening conversation. So I'll go and find that so that I can read that out as well. I have Samuel Ortura said, Kate and Life and Style. Now, what makes a marriage special is that understanding when a partner loses an ability to provide, the other takes in it themselves to help and encourage the other to work. Remind Manso, it's hard to find herself unable to provide. God gives, failing is normal. Okay, I'm going to try and make sense of that, but I believe someone is trying to say that if your partner is unable to do something, it is your responsibility to take over and help them where you can. There was the question about whether you can reunite after a 6-year break, and we gave our answer here. There was also other responses on Twitter. So Wangatwe Wanjuki said you can, but it does not mean it is a good decision or that people have properly grown and changed for a healthy, lasting relationship. Nathan said, thanks Wanjiko for input. What I'm getting is that this calls for sincere soul-searching, an honest conversation, and no rushing things. Wow, guys, we are loving it. Keep the conversation going the entire day, okay? Nixie and I will still be talking to you. She is nmaytay on Twitter, and I'm sjaroge_ on Twitter. Keep the conversation going. Use the hashtag KTN Life and Style all day long. Now, I want to hand over to Violet Agena, who is going to take us through Tonight on KTN. Hi, Violeta. How are you doing?
Hi, how are you? Good morning. I see our Nixie got the memo. So we'll come on next time.
Guys, there's clearly a WhatsApp group that I'm not a member of because I didn't know we were doing Hot Red today.
Yeah.
You guys look great.
Lovely though.
Yeah, because you gave me pressure last week.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was like, by the way, it's not going to happen again this week. So I decided to go and pay back. So I'm going to shout out Mariah Lynn because last week we were shouting out Nancy.
Yes.
Oh.
No, it looks fantastic.
Good job. Yeah.
Good morning, Kenya. Thank you so much for joining us. And of course, you know what I do every single Wednesday at about this hour. I am about to give you a sneak peek of what to expect tonight on KTN Home. And you know what we do every single Wednesday. I keep telling you that by now, Wednesdays should be your favorite days of the week because, you know, from 10:15, we come through with Socialite, just a show that brings you all the love dramas, scandals, lies, cheating, pretty much what is happening in the world right now. So if you do not have drama in your life, here's where you can get some free drama tonight on KTN Home. So here's what you should expect tonight on Socialite.
Do I look like I lack women? Huh?
I'll forever remember my mistakes, and I'll try to make it up for you. Please forgive me.
Wait, Buddha, what pesa yangu wewe?
Boss, tafadhali please tulia huku niko wenyewe, ingia na mana.
Maana wakati mnanukishia kila mtu nyama hapa hivi na mko na deni. Nipatie pesa bana.
Yes, there's a lot of plot twists. What you think is going to happen is not what is going to happen, and that's why you need to tune in to KTN Home tonight at 10:15 to catch up with the drama on Socialites. And right after that, we are not going to sleep. We are waiting for E-Curve. And this weekend, this first weekend, there was so much happening. We had Shoma Josie all the way from South Africa, and she came through. John Cena is a big hit right now, and she performed that song. Thrift Social was such a vibe with Nyashinsky. We also celebrated the Luo culture with the Luo people at the Luo Festival at Carnival. And I can tell you one thing for free, Luo Festival is the only event I know that has no regular tickets. You're either VIP or VVIP. That's why just being a Luo is completely a lifestyle. So here's what you should expect tonight on E-Curve.
The Nairobi rains or cold weather could not stop the Luos this past Saturday from having a great time. We knew the night was going to be nothing but fire after Akoze, aka Madame Boss, showed up in a chopper and was escorted to the grounds with a limo.
Because being a Luo is like like joining a cult, There is just something special about Luos. Because we do big things and we believe in positive energy. For us, I think you guys have seen South Africans are really dancing like people. I think it's just kind of natural, and like we make music that we want to dance to. We don't make music for other people. The fact that other people love it is really like a bonus to us, but we make music for us, So that's why on stage you can see we're having fun as well.
All right, so that is just a bit of what you should expect, but there is so much more. Of course, I have the celebrity tea on what your favorite celebrities have been up to, and they've been so shady this first week. I cannot wait for you to see what they have been up to. Of course, I have the E-Curve hot seat, and we have Nonso Amadi all the way from Nigeria on the show. We have Kagwe Mungai on the show. We have Akoze on the show. We have Shoma Josie on the show. Why will you miss E-Curve? There's literally everyone. Nonso Amadi, Akoze, Shoma Josie, all those people on one show. So stay tuned. I'm going to see you all tonight at 10:45. And before I finish, there's a big shout out here from a fan who says, say hi to Arnie, Cicero, come on. All of you guys are my role models. Just so you know, yeah, you are inspiring people out here in the streets, girls. So for now, thank you so much for having me on your show, and I'm gonna see you all tonight at 10:45. But now back to Susan Joroge and
before you go, just come and tell you.
Come actually.
Come
just come.
Oh yeah, I should.
Yeah.
All right.
You
okay.
Just join us over here.
Catwalk your way.
Okay. All right.
Catwalk your way.
Okay. I just did. Should I do like the signature first or something?
First of all, how does one get to meet Shoma Josie? Because
well,
I know.
she is so cool, and where we were seated, we were actually sharing a tent.
What?
Yeah,
she's a vibe.
A pure vibe.
I'm keen to just share the same
The whole
air
night
with
we were
her.
like, the whole night we were speaking in Khoisan, whatever those things that they say. It was so cool. Yeah. It was so amazing.
Awesome.
So you guys, I keep telling you you should come for E-Curve events, and then you think I'm joking. Now you know what's up.
No, but now we know where to get our free tickets. Free tickets is the main thing.
Conscience this weekend. Conscience this weekend.
Yeah. You were asking about whether he's coming. That's what I'm telling you. We'll talk about it later. Here's the lady too.
Yeah. I don't want to be those shady Nairobi women who are like, he's single. But guess what?
Oh yeah, he is actually. Oh, and I have the tea on why he is single on E-Curve with Ineos.
Oh. So we tune in.
You better.
10:45.
Yeah, but
don't be
before
late.
We go though, I wanted to really give a massive shout out to Broken Jazz Youth Church from River of God, because their tuning in has been crazy. Thank you so much. That's a big shout out to you. Broken Jazz Youth Church. Thank you so much. Of course, they came with Pastor John.
Yes.
That was really nice. We're so glad to have had him on the show. Also, our psychologist Linda was so amazing today.
Yes.
And of course, our Honorable Daniel Manzo was absolutely amazing. And our very own Jamal Gaddafi. Thank you all so much for bracing our show. It wouldn't have been this nice without you.
Without you guys.
And of course, to our viewers, thank you for always tuning in every Wednesday, 7 to 9 a.m.
Yes.
Yeah.
And let us know, do you feel a little bit more prepared for marriage? Does it sound as terrifying? That's what we're trying to tackle on the show today. And I want you to be aware you can keep the conversation going. Just because we're going off air doesn't mean we're not going to talk to you. So talk to us on Twitter. Use the hashtag KTN Life and Style. And on Facebook, you can talk to us on our Facebook page. I have been one of your hosts, Susan Jaroge.
And I am Nixie. And then later on, you're going to find this face on Acom. So
have a great Wednesday, guys.